Jim, 3-0 winning against Gateshead today, top of the league before to kick off. You must be absolutely delighted first and foremost with everything that's happened.
Yeah, it's been a good day for us. You know, we've been in a little bit of a difficult spell. We're disappointed. We've had clear air talks this week. The lads have responded really well. I've got to say, the players come in every day, and it's a good working environment. You know, we say it as it is. We don't hold back when we need to. You know, we'll put the arm around them when we need to. We make sure that everyone enjoys coming into that working environment. Everyone works hard. And I honestly feel that we do everything right. You know, we've asked for feedback off players, you know, with regards to what we can do better. And, you know, the players have responded and said they've got to take responsibility. It's not getting over that white line. You know, they're letting themselves down a little bit. And that's frustrating for me as well, because I know what quality we've got. I know what togetherness they've got. I know that they work hard every day. Every Wednesday, they go and shift it. And, you know, when you do get a result like we did last week, and the way it come and the little spell that we've been on, you know, you're looking for a response. And again, they've even gone even further this week in training. You know, they've had their own little conversation. You know, as a group, as a staff, we've spoke to them, we've spoke to individuals, and then we've put all our energies after that into hopefully beating a very good side in Gateshead. We come here a couple of weeks ago to watch them against Telford, and they've got fabulous players in the ranks. You know, they've got firepower at the top end of the pitch. They play the game really well. And we identified the strengths and weaknesses, and we come up with a game plan where we can press, what we need to do, who we need to look after, defensive work, attacking work. And the lads have gone out and tried the best. It's not always going to work at any level, but you know, the more times it does work, the better chance you get of winning the game. And that's what we've done tonight. I think we fully deserved the win. You know, when we needed to defend, we defended. Big call, you know, to bring Chris Neal back, because Bobby's been excellent for us. He gives that little bit of experience and calm and edge. I think Harry Davis has come in and been absolutely magnificent. Hasn't put a foot wrong in 2 games. You know, right throughout the team, they've all had a go. The subs are important. We keep saying the role of the sub. Everyone's disappointed when they're not a starter, but it's just important that there's finishers as well. And today, you know, the likes of Jerome coming on, and Ozzy obviously Pace coming last couple of minutes to wrap the game up. But pleased for Ozzy to go and get his goal in the way that he did, and the way he continued that press and put their back line under pressure. So yeah, it's been a big day for us, big win for us. It sets us up nicely for next week in our way in Bradley. As I say, it's horrible football management sometimes, because it becomes a lonely place, and it's horrible for a group of players when you're not getting the results that you want. But all you can do is roll your sleeves up and fight, have a go, and that's what we've done. And we've done that today without the ball, and with the ball, you know, we've carried out what we worked on with regards to pressing teams and getting down the sides and coming in off the line and hitting the centre of the box like Nathan Shaw did for his first goal of the season, which I'm really pleased with. Ourselves ready for next week's big task again.
It was almost as if it was 2 separate games today. Obviously, the first 70 minutes it was 0-0. It was tightly contested, and then after the opening goal, Gateshead really seemed to push on us, and it allowed us that space to come forward and break ourselves. That's sort of the message in the dressing room: just compete and keep going, and make sure you get that chance, and when you do, take it and silence the home crowd.
Goals change games at any level. You know, we were watching the Kidderminster game before the game. Who would have thought that they could go and take the lead against West Ham, and as it was, unfortunately, they equalised late on to take it to extra time. So it gives you something to cling on to. We've had it last week against Curzon. We moved 2-0 up and cruising against Chorley. Yeah, we've had a bit of an issue with Alex Whitmore. You know, unfortunately, we've lost Alex now, and he hinders in the second half for me. Back and suddenly it's all hands to the pump and the momentum swings. So when there is a tight game like it was today, you know, and let's have it right, they deserve to be top of the league because they're the best side. They're scoring loads of goals from mainly the front end of the pitch, so we had to make sure that we wrapped that up. We knew that we could go the other end and create opportunities and score goals ourselves. So while it is tight, it's important that everyone carries out the roles and responsibilities, everyone puts a shift in. And then, as I say, when you're going down that other end, when that opportunity does come your way, and I think it was a fantastic goal, the first one as well, because it was our throwing on the right. Nick Horton did great to get a switch in play, to Luke Conn, who played it down the line into Sam Osborne, who just come on. Great bit of play by him, smash it across the box. And we always encourage our forwards to get in the business end, which is the 6-yard box or the second 6-yard box, and that's what Nathan Shaw's done. Get the goal, and then suddenly you've got that little bit of momentum, you've got that little feel-good factor. You know, there's a little bit of doubt. You know, we've beaten Gateshead twice this season, we beat them here last year. Suddenly there's a bit of doubt that creeps into the mind. We've been on the tail end of that the last couple of weeks. Obviously, when you have got your tails up and you've got to find that little bit of added extra energy, and you're on the front foot and you're going pressing, and that's what we did. You know, certainly for the, I think it was the second goal, and made us to go and wrap it up with the third one as well. So it was a real pleasing performance without the ball today. And, as I say, big 3 points for us.
Finally mentioned him before, but Chris Neal made his first game since the start of November. How difficult was it a decision to bring Chris back in for what is a massive game, obviously against top of the league in place of Bobby, and you must have been absolutely delighted with how Chris did today.
Didn't put a foot wrong. Exactly what we know Chris is about. You know, without going into details with regards to why he's been off, you know, that's for him to say. But you know, he's had a difficult time and we've had to support him. And I think he's been exceptional since he's been here. I think he's been brilliant this season. And then obviously the situation will come about. In hindsight, we probably should have gone, okay, we'll leave it. A couple of issues, you know, a couple of mistakes in the Curzon game, Brackley game, I think, which ultimately cost us a few points. You know, he's dipped out, he's had time off. But I have to say, credit to Bobby Jones as well. You know, at the start of the season, when you've got your number one and you're looking to bring a youngster in to progress and develop and put real pressure on your number one jersey, that's what Bobby's done. And they've got a good working relationship. They get on well, they push each other in training. Chris Kane does well with them, the goalie coach, and there comes a stage when sometimes you're searching and a little bit of know-how with regards to in the game, or certainly the management game, and it just felt like the time was right. Bit of a gut feeling, and you put your trust in to go out there and go and produce, and that's what he did today. He's in a good place at the moment. He's been training flat out for the last couple of weeks. He's been exceptional in training, as Bobby has. So I'm blessed now. The start of the season I had a number one and a number two. I've now got 2 number ones, and it's you want those problems as a manager. It leaves you lying awake at night now and then, though, because you don't know what to do for the best. But here are the problems that you want. I'd rather have them problems than have them problems. So it was a big call. Could have come unstuck if we lose the game, if Chris makes a mistake. Bobby hasn't done much to come out the side. As I say, every credit to Bobby. I've just mentioned that there. It's important that everyone plays their part. Everyone's on the island, everyone's really committed. There will be disappointments. In an ideal world, I'll go and pick 18 players every week and everyone's happy, but I can only pick 11. But what we do say is make sure that you're ready to come off the bench and reflect it in the right way, or when someone gets injured, you've got to step into their shoes and produce. There's no use being sulky or downhearted and being low, because the game changes that quickly. Suddenly, bang, you're right in the firing line. You've got to come up with the answers and produce for the team. So Neil's done that today since November, I think he said. So big game by him. Just give us a good foundation from the back. I thought, as I say, he didn't put a foot wrong all game. So really pleased for him.